Greetings once again, vac fans. I have, for a 200 millimeter baking soda in the carpet test, a Dyson DC41 with a Ball Animal 2 head, the really aggressive carpet shredder head. Matter of fact, as I've been preparing this carpet for this test, I have gone over this carpet with many different machines, including the Ball Animal 2 multiple times, and one of the problems that I have is the Ball Animal 2 power nozzle, the head on there, is so aggressive that I still get carpet tear out. I still get carpet shred. So you're going to have to bear with me a little bit when I go and separate the fluff and the bonus material that I get during this test. And for those of you that are just tuning in for the first time, this is a really dull and boring test. You probably want to skip to the end. I'm not going to stop the video. It's going to be 60 full passes, front and back, and we're going to stop every 10 to see where we are. Now, if you notice on the right, I have a Shark NV22 that currently is in my collection, that's on my person in the test vac lab basement, the #1 baking soda in the carpet winner. However, Thomas Rechtenwald's Wind Tunnel 3 was a couple percentage points higher, but that has gone back home with him, and that's why I have the DC41 in addition to a Kirby G3 that's in the background you can't see off camera at the moment. My worst vacuum in the baking soda test is on the left. That's a Dyson DC65. So in the first 10 passes, the Dyson DC65 did 80 millimeter recovery, and the Shark did 150, just about twice as much. So what will this Ball Animal 2 do? I'm gonna guess that it might beat the Shark. I don't think that there's any reason why it wouldn't beat it because it's so unbelievably aggressive. So let's give it a try and see what happens. So I've got my 200 millimeter calibration line right there. And that's all Arm & Hammer baking soda. So let's see what happens. You may hear some whistling from the exhaust HEPA filter. And I happened to discuss that in a prior video, why that's happening. That doesn't mean that the machine is having an issue, well, other than the exhaust HEPA filter. So that doesn't really affect the performance, but it does affect your ear. And away it goes. Sure I got a decent focus. All right, looks like you can see everything. First 10. I'm going to see if this thing can break 150 out of 200 millimeters. I think I'm going to do it over here so you can see it in the light a little bit better. Alrighty. See if I can get all of this on the paper. That's quite a bit. That is quite a bit. A little bit of bonus material. All right, that's quite a bit. Wow. All right, so there we are. And automatically you see some carpet there, so I'm gonna have to move that off camera. And now you get to watch me pick stuff out of some baking soda. Isn't that exciting? Oh, there's some more stuff. So this pickup here might be a little on the dirty side. It's not bad, but it is a little on the dirty side. So when you collect it, actually it's kind of a nice blob there. Of course, picking up 200 millimeters with this, you have a little room for air in there. That's why I picked such a large tube. I think more there. I think I got it about as clean as I'm ever going to get. If I'm remembering right, I think the Wind Tunnel 3 pickup was a little bit on the dirty side too, because its brush roll was also very, very harsh on carpets as well. Alright, so I think that's going to be about it. Let's see what it does. We're shooting for 150 or above. Oh, that's looking pretty good. That's definitely coming up. You probably can't see it because the tube's kind of white. And of course the baking soda is white, so good luck trying to see that. Oh, that's a lot. I don't know if it's 3/4 or not, but that's a lot. Let's see what we got here. And it would be nice if I'm reading the right range. I'm looking at, let's see if I can get this. It's even hard for me to see. Jeez. 120, it's not 150 anything. It's 100 and I'm going to say 23. That's going to be really, it's even hard for me to see. Let me see if I can, too many things to try to get here to focus. Let's see if that works. I'll do what I can here. Juggling too many things at once. All right, I'm at 120, I'm going to say 123. Focus, there we go. All right, sorry about that. Yeah, it did not break 150 something, anything like that. So that's, yeah, I'll do 123 for that. All right, so that's still very, very good. That is, well, that's 50% better than a DC65. So, and this is kind of similar to a DC65, just change the head. All of a sudden, you have 50% better pickup of fine particulate. And that's really the only difference. All right, so let's keep going. All right, so we've done 10. Now here's 20. Right, we did a little over 120. Now, let's see what we got for 20 passes. Yeah, look at this. Look what this thing's pulling up. So we got some definite bonus material in there. Quite a bit, really. I'm kind of adding it to a big pile that I'll show you at the end. Alright, that's about it. So, there, that's more of what's pulling out. A nice little pile starting here. It's probably about as good as I can do. Okay, so we got a nice little pile here for the second round of tests. Come on out of there. Let's see what we can do now. Just another piece. So many little pieces. All right, we are up to I wish I had colored baking soda, like maybe red or something like that. That would be much easier for me to see. All right, after 20 passes, we're looking at 140. It's tough to see. Let's see. I'm going to say about 147. I know that it's so tough to see here. I'll do my best, but might just have to take my word for it. Well, let's see. So, yeah, it's kind of up there. Be real close to 150, just a little under 150. All right. All right, that's 20 passes. Almost 3/4 of the baking soda recovered. 20 passes to do that. Let's go for 30 passes. All right, 30 passes. Looks like we're still in focus. That's good. As far as I can tell, anyway. See how it progressively picks up less and less, which is what you would expect. Jeez, that's just big piles of fluff coming out there. Yeesh. All right, 30 passes. One can certainly say this Ball Animal 2 nozzle certainly digs stuff out of the carpet. It certainly does. Along with digging the carpet out of the carpet. All right. 30 passes. And we get getting near the top, to be sure. So, after 30 passes, we're at 160 165. I know you probably can't see that well. I can barely see that, and I'm right in front of the camera. So 165 out of with 30 passes. After 30 passes. All right, let's go 40. See how boring this is? Just finished 40 passes. We should be getting really near the top by now. That's a big one. Look at that, dude. And that. Lots of carpet coming up. And it's clean, too. It's not like it's dirty carpet. It's clean carpet coming out. All right. Probably the best we can do. Passes. And we are up to, I'll just read it out to you. 177. Is that right? 170. No, 176. 176. I moved my calibration line a little bit. So 176 out of 200, 40 passes. That's right. We still got 2 more sessions to go. Unless you've already fast forwarded. I certainly wouldn't blame you. Passes. I'm about ready to fall asleep. Not going to be much left to get out by any means. Of course, you know what this proves in general about any vacuum. You have 200 millimeters of baking soda, it's going to take a lot of passes to get it out of the carpet. So many passes, most people wouldn't bother. Well, look at that. That's a nice little piece there. There's a nice little chunk. Add it to the pile. All right. 50 passes. Here we go. Piece of fluff still. All right, after 50 passes, we are at 178 after 50 passes. Last 10 passes. Stay up there. All right, we're almost done. And it's almost picked up all the baking soda. But, wow, it's taking a long time. Yep, there you go. Almost nothing left to pick up. So it doesn't pick up a whole lot. Except carpet. By volume, it's picking up a lot of carpet, to be sure. Let's see here. Not much to condense down to. Just a little pile there. And that's pretty much it. All right, after 60 long and boring passes, we have achieved 180, I need my paper behind here so I can see it, 180 something. Kind of hard to keep all this stuff straight. I think that's better. All right. 180. Yep, there we go with 180 recovered. And I know that there's probably no way I can show that to you. I need 3 hands. All right, so that's 180. And as a special treat, let me show you the amount of carpet we ended up, I want that to fall out, picking up here. Here is the carpet that it picked up. There, hope you can see that. There you go. So in 60 passes, that's what it grabbed out of the carpet. The carpet out of the carpet. Okay, so if we kind of sum this up, this was very good performance. Nice performance increase with the Ball Animal 2 head. And I would probably place it, let's see. You know, that's going to be in probably the top 2/3 of all my machines. So that's better than half of my machines, to be sure, and it's worse than maybe the top third, maybe 35% or so, but it's definitely better than half the machines that I have. So just adding this Ball Animal 2 head, like we've seen with other tests that have been done, really puts this type of machine in a whole different class. It definitely picks up and can really get deep down into the pile much more than the older brush bars used to be able to. But as a cautionary note, it still grabs an awful lot of carpet. Thanks for watching. Until next time, happy vacuuming.